Well, I got a question for you. Do you like hot toys? No, I actually mean that. Do you really like hot toys? Because judging by some of the comments that I see online, I beg to differ. Let's take a look. Well, what's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at a very fun, but potentially unpopular opinion about hot toys. I was on Reddit just the other day and I saw this and I said this is the perfect video for today, especially in lieu of all the different hot toys announcements and reveals with all the different cons that are going on at the moment. But I do want to stop and give a shout out to Golden Mobility over on Reddit. They are the ones who posted this originally, and I said this is perfect for a video. So shout out to Golden Mobility. Check them out on Reddit. But this is also a perfect time to, if you've not subscribed to this channel, to go ahead and do that right now. If you like a little bit different type of topics when it comes to 6-scale collecting, this is the channel for you. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and give me a presumptive like on this video. I promise it'll be worth it in the end. So let's get into this today. Do you actually like hot toys? Because judging by the reactions that we get from a lot of the reveals, I would beg to differ. Now, the internet can be a hotbed for a lot of hot heads in the collecting community, and with that being said, you can find all kinds of ridiculous comments whenever anything goes online. It is just the nature of the beast. That is where it is, and unfortunately, sometimes it's a bit unfiltered. But I do want to ask that question. Do you actually like hot toys, or do you just like the final product? Because when it all is said and done, yes, we love these beautiful pieces of art that we can put in our displays, but that's not the question I'm asking today. I'm not asking if you like the final product. I'm asking if you like Hot Toys as a company, Hot Toys as a business, Hot Toys as a social media marketer. So what do you think about Hot Toys? Because outside of the final product, and even then sometimes, a lot of negativity comes around anything that Hot Toys happens to put out. So once again, shout out to Golden Mobility who gave me these points on a Reddit post. We're going to go through these and talk about them a little bit in detail, but let's start off with the first thing, and that is that Hot Toys has zero communication with the community. Do you like that? Is that okay? Is that a practice that you think is acceptable for the #1 6-scale collecting business in the game? Now, outside of their Instagram and outside of their Facebook posts, that's about it. You will never get any kind of communication. You will never get anybody commenting on any of the comments. You will sometimes get a little bit of behind the scenes from some of their sculptors or some of their painters showing some things. And yes, sometimes they will say, okay, we messed up. Here's a better head sculpt. But that's it. And that's all you will get. Do you think having no communication, no question and answers, no live streams, nothing like that, is that good for business? And are you okay with that? The second thing that I always see that people complain about on the Hot Toys community threads is that Hot Toys is lazy. All they do is just recycle different licenses and recycle figures and recycle paint jobs. Just recently, we had another Boba Fett that everyone loved. Yes, it's the Arena Fett in all black, but it's not a new character. People are wondering, where's this figure? Oh, look, well, what do you know? We got Morbius today as of the recording of this video, and while people are so excited that it's about to be Morbin time, people are wondering, where in the world is Padme? Where is Mace Windu? Is that okay? Is it okay that they are lazy and just happen to recycle bases? Remember the IG-11 that happened to have footprints with his droid feet? Is that okay? Are you okay with what Hot Toys does there? Do you actually like that they are lazy, or is that just nature of the beast? And in the spirit of all the cons, we might as well bring up this point. Do you like the fact that Hot Toys never really comes through on some of the things that they reveal or tease? I'm looking at you, Padme. I'm looking at you, Mantis. I'm looking at you, Valkyrie. In fact, here are 4 pages of footage of things that have been revealed at these different conventions. And did you know that only around 10% of these figures have actually ever made it to production? Yes, I understand there's an idea of to build hype for the brand, but are you okay with the fact that a lot of the things that are revealed never will actually be put up for order and released? Well, since we're actually talking about releases, we might as well bring up another pain point, that being the release time of these products. Do you like the fact that we're getting reveals on figures that are going up for pre-order and their pushed out release date is around 2024? Should it take 18 to 24 months and possibly potentially longer to get a figure in your hand? I know recently people got more delay emails saying that in-game Loki is nowhere in sight. We are going on, by the time it's released, potentially 4 years since Endgame was actually in theaters. How is it possible to actually keep the hype for a figure or for a franchise when you are waiting 4 years to receive a product from that film? Do you like that? Do you think that's okay? Is it possible that this is something that we may be letting them get away with, or is it just the nature of the beast? Yes, I understand that they have all kinds of shipping constraints, there's all kinds of supply crises, and I understand it takes time to put these together. But are you okay with them potentially putting up more figures for order when we still have so many in the pipeline that have not yet been released? Are you okay with that? Do you like that? Another question that you have to ask. And speaking of characters, let's talk about character prioritization. I already talked about the idea that Morbius was revealed, and I think we can say objectively that was a poorly received movie. Why are certain characters released and revealed when some characters just sit in the closet and gathering dust? It is the 35th anniversary of RoboCop, and yes, they have the license and they've done them before. Don't you think that's something they maybe should revisit? Now, I know at Sideshow Con and at the San Diego Comic-Con, they have shown a bunch of different licenses, possibly from the DC line, such as Batman 1989, that they're going to be revisiting, but you do have to wonder why they prioritize some figures over others. Now, the simple question and the simple answer to that is, why don't they make certain figures? Well, because those are the only ones that they're going to make the most money on. I get it, it's a business, but the prioritization of some figures over others is a little bit troubling, especially when it comes to the lack of diversity in some of the characters. Now, I will say, yes, if a character is cast in a movie, that is probably the only way you're going to get that figure from Hot Toys. But is it okay that there are plenty of diverse characters sitting on the shelf, such as Mantis, such as Valkyrie, such as America Chavez? Now, a lot of those could come, but some people are wondering why in the world some of these lesser known characters, some of these minorities that are represented in figure form, never come to see the light of day. I think it's interesting, and I think Hot Toys should be able to allow us to vote with our wallets. I've said that before on many live streams, on different podcasts, that I want Hot Toys to give us the opportunity to vote with our wallets. Put up a different type of character. If it doesn't sell, then you can point and give an opportunity to engage with the community. Say, this did not sell, you did not want this, we're not going to produce anything else like this again. But give us a chance to vote with our wallets, because you may be surprised that if something is available, people will flock to it. I know there are several figures that I want to give an opportunity to see come to production, but Hot Toys hasn't put it out there yet. I encourage Hot Toys to hopefully go take a little bit of a risk, let the community decide whether or not this is something worth investing in. So the character prioritization is troubling, but it's something I think we should look at. So in conclusion, if it wasn't for the monopoly in the 1/6 community, do you think that Hot Toys as a business would still be around? They're pretty much the best in the game, and perhaps they have this mandate thinking that because people flock to them as being the definitive 6-scale figure creator, that they can pretty much have license to do whatever they want. But with that being said, imagine any other company having that little communication, having that poor of character prioritization. As we said at the very beginning, do you like Hot Toys? Well, yeah, I do like the product that they put out, but the ramp up and the build up to getting these figures is rather troubling for a business and something I think that they should answer for. Now, that gives an opportunity for a lot of other 6-scale companies out there to really fill in the gap. I know companies like InArt are doing a lot of different things from Queen Studios to go and engage with the community, to say, here is what we're doing. We want you to know that we're working on this. We hear your responses. We hear your requests. We are engaging, and we want to do differently what other companies Hot Toys in particular, are not doing. I think there's a lot that can be improved in the 6 scale community, but let me know down below. Now it's your turn to let me know, what are some things that I may be missing? What are some things about Hot Toys that you do like, or maybe some things that you don't like? What did we miss? Let me know down below. As I've said, if you've not had an opportunity to subscribe to this channel, this will always be a little bit different than your average 6 scale collecting channel. You won't see reviews, you won't see unboxings, you won't get a lot of just opinions on figures. I'm going to give you philosophy about collecting and philosophy and hard thinking questions. I want to give you guys something different. And if you like that, go ahead and give me a like and go ahead and subscribe and let me know that you appreciate and want more of that on the channel. Well, that's going to do it for us here. Once again, thank you for your support, and I will be seeing you in our next video.